Bag today. Share. I gotta do this crap all over again. I can. Yeah.
That gate should shut properly now. You know, in reality, that kind of door, as heavy as that door is and the hydraulics that closes it, it should have crushed those barrels like Swiss cheese or something. Like Swiss cheese! I'm guessing my friend Majati's having trouble getting in. Unless he's watching and he's just not telling me you're watching. They put some goodies inside these barrels. Oh, I got some memo out of that barrels. Okay. Stand corrected. Alright. That's weird. Very strange, okay. It doesn't show me that you're watching on my screen. It says 0 viewers. Internet and YouTube are being a pill. To quote your words, being a pill. You're being a pill. Oh yeah. I forgot the control for the door is up there. Hi-ya! My phone, in case you want to send me a message, like if you have to step away from the monitor for a moment or whatever. Something creepy was sitting right there. How is it, you know, this game is crazy. There's a lot of things in here that don't make sense with the story or with the game's physics. There was a vampire just, or maybe it was on the other side feeding on that skeleton remains. But I could have swore it was like right here and it's heard me coming up the steps and then poofed through the grate, but I guess it was on the other side. So never mind. Now, on my second playthrough that I'm going through on my other file on this game that I was playing earlier, I done got way past this part. And when you choose to like snack on every person that you can before getting to this place, that once you've got their experience up and made them really tasty with unlocking all the everything you can on them about who they are and what they know, and you get some really good, strong abilities. This guy is like... he is a piece of cake. What's up, Jack? What's up, handsome man? What you want? I think he wants to go somewhere, honey. You can go outside. Is that what you want? Either that or he just wants some attention. Yep. Guessing he wants to go outside. Giving us that puppy stare and wagging his tail like, hello. Let's see, what abilities do I have? I don't even know. This is, I don't know if I got it. Well, that's not it. Damn, I don't even have an ultimate yet. Son of a biscuit. I should probably go get an ultimate and then come back down. Because, it would come in handy. Alright. All this time trying to get here, and then I was like, I should have checked that before when I started. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, if y'all, those watching later on YouTube want to skip ahead a few minutes to when I come back to the fight in the sewer, feel free. I won't get offended. I won't know if you do it or not. I won't know. I'm not a psychic. I'm having to run back to a hideout so I can get an ultimate power, which I didn't notice at first that I had the experience points to do so until just now, or a moment ago. It's hard to remember where I was at. I think I was talking to old Bridget in the sewers. No. This is outside near the river or lake or whatever. Well, now it shows you're watching, Majani. Has the chat come available to type into Twitch or YouTube? Whatever you're using to watch me. I think it's YouTube. It's been a while since I've watched someone else play a video game live on YouTube. Need to get me a green screen, go behind me and get some kind of cool background. After several reloads. Wow. Crazy. That's cray. Man, it's way over there. Alright. Let's try to make this quick. Try to avoid as much enemy contact as I can, because I just want to run back to the hideout. Get an ultimate power. Oh. How's it go? It's a kid. game, if you don't already know, you can start a brand new game and keep all the skills and stuff that you've learned thus far. The Blood Cauldron. Some abilities are so powerful that even vampires fear them. Blood Cauldron is one such ability. The vampire concentrates their power on the target and makes the victim's blood boil. Through this process, the vampire will regenerate and absorb part of the target's blood. The vampire will release the prey after a few seconds, leaving damaged blood cells within him. These cells will continue to impact their host before exploding after a short time. The blast will affect a living creature near the host. Because of its dark nature, this type of ability cannot be used too often. Guess I'll get this to carry more serums with me. Oh. 2 more extra syringes. Nope. Okay. Now we can go back to the sewer and have a fighting chance against the... Man, in my new playthrough, I was wanting to go through again on my other playthrough and not kill anybody. But I made a couple of bad choices. Not knowing its outcome. I got 2 people with steps. Yeah. Missing. I thought I charmed her in this. Oh my god. Whitechapel. Oh my god. I am pretty sure that I charmed her and told her to leave. I'm having a bad feeling she's turned into a skull, like a raving mad lunatic skull, and I had to kill her. And when I went down to the docks, and I had a moral choice whether to turn him into a vampire, or to kill him, or just say, I chose a choice that was just like, you know what, I trust you, Sean. You seem like a good guy. I'm gonna let you do what you do, and I'm gonna go do what I do. Peace. You know, I just say, okay, all right, man. You seem like you got your head on straight. You're doing a good job. I'm gonna let you go. Okay, I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm not gonna, you know, I trust you. You seem like you got it together over here. You know, you got me. I believe you. All right. You seem like you know, you're good. And then like, I leave, and sometime later, I evolve. I go to the bed and I get some new skills and go to sleep and come back, and it said that he was missing. And I'm like, missing? What the hell? And that his whole asylum over here in the docks was like closed down. That he had started some kind of cult, and he had closed his asylum to any more people. And then it showed on the map that he was missing. So then I go over there and I investigate, and he's a level 30 like feral skull, like he's just wanting to rip my face off. And it took me a few times to kill him, because he had this ability where he'd create like 5 or 6 shadow versions of himself and tore me a new one. I was like, man. And one morning, like last Saturday morning, I got up and, or Monday morning, Sunday or Monday morning, I think it was Monday morning, I got up and I just went over and I just tore him apart. Go this way. And I was like, man. So that was Sean, Dorothy first, and then Sean. I forgot to grab those earlier. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go through this the second game through for my own pleasure, and just kill everybody. But before I kill them, I'm learning everything I can about them to get as much experience as I can. Going the right way? Yeah. I gotta fight these goons.
Not a good place for a stroll. Step away!
I always look forward to my days off where I can just sit here and play a video game, drink some coffee. After my show is over today, wife and I gotta go to the local auto body store, like Pet Boys, AutoZone. Probably we're gonna be going to Pet Boys though, but gotta go get a light bulb for my wife's tail light. Pardon me, my eyeball's itching.
Over there!
Oh, did you fall down, go boom? Let me help you with that. Wow, that guy must feel drained. He must be super tired. See, he just feels drained. You can just lay there for a while, buddy. It's a nice, safe spot there. You won't get ran over. Okay. Poor guy. That fight just exhausted him. That fight just exhausted him. He was so drained. Alright. You leech! I haven't tried in a while, but I bet my broadcasting program that I was using on my computer is still acting up where you can't hear my voice. But it's going to be a while before I'm back on my computer because I got to get an external hard drive and a copy of Windows 10. Before I do that, though, I want to get new glasses. I've had these glasses for like over a decade, and the wife and I are trying to save money for it. And bills lately have just been crazy. I mean, we're doing okay, but we ain't got the money to go out and spend $200 on a pair of glasses right now. I mean, we went out and seen Ant-Man and Wasp, and had Burger King for dinner last night. I'm trying to remember how to get down there. There it is. And picked up Black Panther on DVD finally. Had to add that to my collection. But I could have saved that $30 for my glasses fund, but I wanted it so bad. But I'm gonna put $100 back for my glasses, and then next pay period put a little bit more back. Hello, Ian, or Evan, excuse me, Evan. Evan's safe. What's going on there, good sir? Playing some Vampyr, if you hadn't already noticed. Wife watching some video on her phone. It's very loud, honey. About to go fight a big ugly guy who's pretty nasty. And well, you'll see.
These maggots have escaped the wrath of Ascalon for too long. It is time to purge the sewers of their filth.
You again. The one they call the sewer dog.
Hold your tongue, newborn, or I'll crush you like a maggot.
You've let the beast consume you.
Finally, a touch of lucidity. You'll learn to respect the laws of Ascalon.
Let's see. I ain't got a whole lot of ammo. We'll try that for a bit.
Dare challenge the dictates of Ascalon?
Come on! It takes so long to load the damn shotgun.
Whence you vanished, I'll slaughter these scalds while singing your name. Power you cannot comprehend. Slow as a snail.
Snail? You're as slow as a cucumber. I'm not doing too well at dodging his attacks.
And thine shall be a fair skull to adorn my mantle.
Damn it to hell.
Bones, newborn.
out of ammo. Let's try that.
You found your death in me! I shall take it. Smell my blood with a pig. Wow!
Oh, goodness gracious, great balls of fire.
Down, stay down. Return to your apothecary and needles.
He hits hard.
Your blood is now mine. I shall crush you.
That's a good idea. Gotta deal with the shadows. Ah, crap.
Return to your apothecary and needles. Down, stay down.
I forget sometimes I have that stupid gun. You said shoot him, I was like, oh yeah, I have a handgun in my hand. Dang. Okay. Whew. Survive that counter, barely. So in this playthrough, I'm trying my best not to let anyone die. Which means not feeding on them, and then not letting them get sick and die. So, it's gonna be a real challenge. Oh, I hadn't talked to old Bridget yet.
At least one skull escaped Virgil's wrath.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you, thank you. Thank you very much. I got 3 viewers. Wow. Welcome to my channel. I hope you enjoy your visit. I hope it don't get so boring that you decide to leave. Man, this guy's boring. Let's go watch something else. I just gotta figure out where to go. Got some stuff there. Kind of a labyrinth in here. Just a bit.
The poor creature is bleeding to death. He cannot be far.
I am going in the right direction then. Oh my lord. I somehow got turned around. What the hell? Oh my god. I don't know how I got turned around. Let's just go over here and get closer to the way out. Yep.
Safe we are, still. Drink now.
Bless you, Bridget.
This isn't the blood of a vampire, but but it will quench your thirst.
Oh, someone got bored and left. Man, I wanted to see
This
some
is our
boobies.
domain, not yours. You've been warned.
Wait, I saved you from this creature. That must count for something.
Thank you. Now go. Go back to the streets and houses. There is no love lost between us, Vampire. But thank you.
Sean Hampton sent me here. I believe he wanted me to find you. Who are you?
If you must know, they call me Old Bridget.
Oh, hang on a second. I just remembered something.
And this shelter is where we live.
I'm Jonathan Reed. I'm a newborn Ekon. I'm afraid I'm not sure what's going on.
I shall not bend a knee, young Ekon, but I sense your pain. Ask, and I will afford you my attention.
Why was that creature after you?
Fergal is the blunt instrument of the Ascalon Club. His masters would see us dead or turned into slaves if they had their way.
What the hell was that thing? He wasn't an Ekon or a Scowl.
They are known as Volkod, an ancient offshoot of immortals. Blood drives them, enrages them.
What of this Ascalon Club?
Vampire society's elite in the Empire. They make the rules and enforce their judgment upon us whom they see as lessers.
So is it you that Sean Hampton sent me to find?
That was weird.
Perhaps. The sad saint was always kind to us. He must trust you if he revealed our location.
He was turned and is now a Scowl. I'm not sure he can be trusted anymore.
And why is that? Because he's a skull, he shouldn't be trusted. Who are you to judge?
Sean killed a patient of mine. And that's just one of the murders he's being hunted for.
If you refer to Harriet, she is now among us and under our protection.
Harriet Jones is alive. That's it. That's the proof Sean wanted me to find. I must talk to her.
No. Harriet is not alive. But you can speak to her. I must warn you. She is fragile and may not receive you warmly.
I don't understand.
She is filled with bile and hate. Her mind is sharp as a tack, but her body is so weak. I've never seen its like before. She is resting in a room on the far right of this hideout.
Thank you. I will bear that in mind.
Alright. I wasted some of my serums surviving that fight. I'm gonna explore just a moment, see if there's anything I can grab to make serums and such. Just money, aluminum shards. You need like stuff to make upgrades for your guns and weapons, and ingredients to make medicine, and serums to heal yourself really good and during fights, to regenerate your stamina if need be, or your health, or your blood stuff. So I got a sturdy blood sample there. Some opium. Sodium hydrochloride solution. And some shillings.
Hello, Harriet. Do you recognize me?
Yes, you were from the Pembroke Hospital. The young doctor. So full of secrets.
I've so many questions I need to ask you, Harriet. If you would.
I love questions. As for the answers, you may not like them.
Like, where do you do your hair? And do you prefer Oreo cookies or Chips Ahoy?
How do you feel?
I can't see. I can't move. My body's burning. I feel as if I'm dying over and over again.
Oh my god. Be right back. I'm filling up my cup of coffee here. I figured I'd try to do that real quickly while she was yammering on about herself. Won't be but a moment, ladies and gentlemen. Just a moment. I think next week I'm probably going to go on Twitch and do my broadcast. Haven't done that in a while. Stand by, stand by. Putting my cream back in the fridge. Now I have to think of relish had fallen over in the cabinet. Excuse me, Jack. My dog Jack was kind of in the way a little bit. Alright, I am back. Oh man. I guess Ian decided to leave.
Have you tried to eat or drink something?
People here tried to feed me, but I'm just not hungry.
Yep.
I don't have the strength.
Ian got bored. Wasn't enough entertainment for him.
Does the pain ever stop?
It is not pain I feel. It's like I can't stop feeling every inch of my body. But at the same time, each muscle and bone is the wrong place.
Ah, Majadi must have accidentally dropped off then. But he's back.
Your room, the blood. What brought you to fake your death in such a gruesome fashion?
To see if I would be mourned.
Why flee with Sean Hampton?
Oh, it's always a pleasure to see a saint fall to sin. But the coward still won't kill.
Do you take pleasure in causing so much pain and sorrow?
Nobody gave a damn about me. Not a tear shed. Poor Harriet. Always the discarded.
Gotta love these camera angles in this game. You can't even get a good shot of Jonathan's face during the conversation.
Why did you come here?
And why not? This is where I live now. Leave me be.
Will you respect old Bridget's wishes? Will you obey her?
Bridget is kind. She only needs to keep me fed and I'll be good.
So you desire to stay here?
Yes, I'm with my own kind. Birds of a feather, so to speak. Poor Harriet. Always alone.
Controller died on me. Stand by. I didn't even realize it was getting low. Come on. There we go. Goodness gracious. Okay. Controller just died.
I have a question of the utmost importance to ask. Will you answer?
Questions, questions, questions. The good doctor, always searching for answers.
Do you remember what you did after leaving the hospital? Did you kill anyone?
First, a question from me.
I went to the
You
cafeteria.
answer first.
Very
Got me
well.
some coffee.
What do you want to know?
Are you like me? Are you also dead?
We are similar, but not the same, Harriet.
I like what I am. I truly do. I relish the pain that courses through me.
I know you fled the hospital with Sean Hampton. Did you or Sean kill anyone in your flight? Anyone? Try and remember.
I will not lie. I wanted blood, and I wanted revenge, and Sean pulled me from it, brought me here instead. But the shadows heard my prayers. The shadows killed that bastard.
Who was that man? The one murdered in the street?
He used to be my landlord. I lived here for many years before falling ill. Oh, he was an awful man. Disgusting and cruel. So cruel.
You sought vengeance by your own hand, and someone else obliged you. Very convenient. Don't lie to me.
I don't lie. I saw him near the docks, and rightly I wished him dead. And I am happy he is. It's true. But I didn't kill him. I was too tired.
Shadows? Tell me what you saw.
The shadows, they heard me and answered. Something in the deep darkness, quick, deadly. It asked me if I wanted revenge. I answered, yes.
And these shadows, this presence, do you still hear it? Was it a vampire? Did Sean see it?
It spoke only to me, and now it is silent, but it is born of hatred. And it will kill again. And it hates you, Doctor. Oh, it hates you.
What makes you say that?
It whispered your name, Dr. Reed. It wanted to know who you were and where you went.
Questions about me? What did you say?
Nothing, Doctor. I said nothing. There was nothing it didn't already know. Oh, I'm tired now. Let me rest.
If it already knew, why did it ask? Why did it ask her questions about me that it already knew the answers to? It's no coincidence that Ekons are the most eminent and most numerous of all vampires. Ekons are the true atrocity. I think that's how you pronounce that. I can't even pronounce it. A tritocracy of immortals, and, if I may add, they are the only ones able to stay at the top of the food chain. Everywhere I traveled, I only met Ekons assuming mortal lives or forming an immortal society. Ekons are the most human, most clever, and most educated of all vampires. Don't get me wrong. Here, I have nothing against more exotic species like Volcott, who share the gift of immortality with us. Most of them can prove useful, if properly canalized toward a clear goal. But they lack the most important trait of all, the ability to mingle with mortals without being spotted. Therefore, the Ascalon cubs should only accept Ekon of the highest lineage as member of the inner circle. Depending on circumstances, Volcods could be accepted as war dogs or hunted hounds, as long as they obey our laws. Luckily enough, these lesser cousins have a natural tendency to submit and obey their masters. From the Law of Ascalon by Lord Redgrave, founder. It's a tricky word to pronounce sometimes. A tristocracy. It's not a word I use every day in my vocabulary on a day-to-day basis. You know? It's a word that's not said so many often in my day-to-day. Alright.
Have you found the answers you were looking for, young Ekon?
There is too much left unanswered. So many questions.
Get to know us, spend time with us, and I may be willing to answer more questions.
Your diction, your words. You do not carry yourself like most Skulls I've encountered.
True. I'm not like most skulls.
You were once someone else. What happened to you?
It is as sad as it is long, young Ekon, but it will remain mine.
Can I be of service to you?
We ask but one thing. Reveal to no one our secrets. Do not betray us.
For how long have you been in hiding here?
Skulls have been hiding under London since vampires first entered the city.
Where did you hide before the sewers?
We claimed ancient tunnels, forgotten caverns, catacombs. We are skulls, groveling beneath the feet of our makers.
Probably. I don't know. This is back in like 1918. I doubt they had much makeup back then.
Why do you live here? Amongst the filth and vermin?
She got some scarring going on her right cheek.
Here we hide.
What are you hiding from?
From the guilt, the shame, from the hunters and the light. And of course, our past.
Why don't you leave the city? Hide somewhere far from the guard of Priwen. The Ascalon Club.
We are the sewer skulls. This is our domain. We have run as far as we can, and now we hide.
What manner of creature is Harriet? She is different from everyone else.
I really don't know. I'm not even certain she is a skull. I've no idea as to what blood made her.
What is a skull, in fact, in your honest opinion?
The progeny of a vampire, disavowed by her maker. Perhaps a fruitless branch of a noble tree. A word used to enslave us. I cannot say.
You mentioned that vampire blood has tremendous potency. You believe it to be stronger than your own?
The vampire's sweet blood. That rich, dark wine that we crave. For it made us, and it can sustain us.
I thank you for your time, madam. I must go back to Sean Hampton now.
Your kindness has been ample payment, Ekon. To protect us, I'll close the access to our hideout, but you can use our shortcut to reach Mr. Hampton's shelter. Just follow the arrows.
And why couldn't I have used that exit to get entrance to this place? Instead of going the long way and having to fight the big ugly guy?
Thank you, old Bridget. I hope we'll meet again.
It might be kind of rude to put a paper bag over old Bridget's face. She might get offended by that and try to attack me. Maybe. She might find offense to that. I'm gonna run around here real quick, look for any blinky things, any boxes or cans or flashy stuff that I can grab. Like that. Give me some stuff. I need to upgrade my steak. My stabby stab steak. Because ammo, I try to save that stuff for like major boss fights.
Old Bridget says you are one to trust.
Yes, I am. I have cheeseburgers in my pockets. I like Oreo cookies. I don't know. I'm just being retarded. Oh, quit crying. It's okay. I'll go find your yo-yo. I know you like your yo-yo. I'll go find it. I'll be right back. It's probably in the toy chest down here in the bottom level somewhere. It's okay. Mommy will make you some macaroni. It's okay. Macaroni and cheese. Quit crying. I'll get you some mac and cheese. There's another hideout. Ooh. A common mace. It's very common around these parts. It's very common. It's a common mace. Alright. Let's see what I can do here. Cool. I ran out of sodium hydrochloride solution. Yeah, golden tasty chips. Yeah. Alright. My damn steak is still green. Finally. I gotta find more tiny good handle parts to get part level 4 of my steak. So I need 6 good handle parts. Enough to upgrade this and my steak. Increase the power dealt by 10% or decrease reloading time by 25%. I think I'll do that. Cool for sure. Alright. Alright. Got to keep everybody healthy. Man, this guy needs some Visine bad. He's got that red eye going on. Needs some Visine so bad. Alright. Increase my stamina. Stamina is most important in this game. Because if you run out of stamina, you can't throw any punches. And then health, also good. And then once those two are good, then you can put points. And what time is it? It's currently 12:02 my time. I've been recording for an hour, of course, about 54 minutes. I started at 11 o'clock, about 11 o'clock my time, Central Standard Time. Every Sunday, if you want to make a mental note of that, every Sunday at 11 o'clock Central Standard Time, 12 Eastern, I do a 2-hour stream on my channel here on YouTube. But I think next week I might do it on my Twitch channel, which is, I think it's either under the DJ Thunder, or it's DJ Thunder 1. A friend request from Uptight Sign. 7 p.m. there? Wow. What country you live in? That's crazy. Germany, cool. I like Germany. I've always wanted to visit, but I don't make enough money to travel around the world. It's expensive. Getting a flight, finding somewhere to go, renting a hotel room for like 3 or 4 days, affording a taxi to take you around to vocational sites, places to see, landmarks. Yeah, Twitch is the DJ Thunder 1. Thank you, Lan. Lan is a good friend of mine. Watches my streams good majority of the time. I used to DJ for an internet radio station, play lots of music and act goofy and talk about stuff on my mic breaks, but kind of decided to stop doing that for now until I decide to pick it back up again. But whew, it's gonna be a while before I do that again. Really? Did you live in South Dakota, or did you just visit there? I live in Tennessee, here in America. Tennessee state. Gotta turn the valve over here first. There's 3 or 4 things that's gonna have to happen before I get back on doing internet radio. First 3 things I need to do to my computer, and I gotta put my hard drive in. I have to get an external hard drive to transfer my music and photos to that first, and I gotta buy a copy of the Windows 10 Pro edition, I think is the edition I'm gonna get, and then put the hard drive in, install Windows, and then put everything back on my computer, all my game files or game programs and other programs that I like. And then there's these headphones that I want to get. I actually really would love to get a brand new motherboard and computer core before I do all that. I want to rebuild my computer to be a beast, more of a beast than it is, because right now I have a very small motherboard. And I want to get a really big one and get a second video card to go with my current video card.
It's locked, all right.
It's locked, all right. It sure is. People just leaving money laying around the table. It's locked, all right. Yep. Who says that when you go to a locker that's locked? Yep, it's locked, all right. Can't open that one.
Welcome back, Dr. Reed. Would you like to take communion with me now?
Sean, are you eating raw flesh?
It is the sacred flesh of the mortal lamb. Our Lord's bountiful transmutation for the sustenance of his believers.
Oh. Collecting money, huh?
Thank you, Lord. I am your most humble servant.
So, true to your word, you waited for my return.
I told you, Dr. Reed, I was a man to be trusted. Did you have words with the poor Harriet?
You make no distinction between the living and the skulls, do you?
We are God's children, Dr. Reed. One and all. And he's determined to save us.
What will be the result if you continue to assist both skulls and the living?
For the last decade, that's what's been happening. And they found a better life. What's to change?
You're forgetting the epidemic. Things can go south very quickly. I've seen it.
Oh, these are terrible times. Only those pure of heart shall prevail.
This guy's taking it pretty well, becoming what he is. Man, if I woke up the next day and I found myself to be a vampire craving blood, that's gotta be like the most strongest urge to drink blood. Probably worse than like a person who, I guess the only analogy I can think of would be someone who's been smoking a cigarette since like maybe the age of 13, and now they're in their 40s, and then trying to go a week or two without smoking a cigarette, and that urge that they get, that craving for the nicotine, it's got to be like 100 times stronger than that. Probably.
You've turned Skal now. Don't you see the danger to anyone giving you their trust?
We are all sinners, awaiting salvation. This is a simple truth, ordained by the Lord Almighty. I am a seeker of his glorious light.
This guy's a little Cocoa for Cocoa Puffs, he asked me.
Harriet, Miss Jones has been behaving in a most violent manner. She's going to need special attention.
That's precisely the reason I brought her here. To meet old Bridget. She's the guide Harriet requires.
My stomach's killing me. Whew, and I'm hot.
Who is this old Bridget?
Okay.
I don't know.
See you later, Evan.
She rarely
Thanks
speaks
for
of a past,
stopping by.
but I know she has a long one. She's likely the oldest soul in the city.
Harriet is possessed by her hatred. You cannot let her roam free. She's dangerous.
She has joined her own kind, Doctor. Old Bridget is a saint to the younger Skals, guiding them to salvation and peaceful existence.
I believe I've learned all I need to know. I'm certain you've killed no one, but one day I believe you'll cross the line.
Logic is a false prophet. Faith is the only path to salvation.
What do you mean?
We have been blessed with God's eternity. We are the instruments of his divine will. We shall feed the hungry forever and ever. Amen.
I seen this weird show. They had episodes on YouTube. I think it was called My Strange Addiction or something like that on YouTube. But it was on they either had the show on the network Discovery or the History Channel. I think it's Discovery. I think it's called My Strange Addiction or something like that. And there's this lady who's addicted to drinking blood. She likes to drink blood. It is so weird. And then there's some other gross ones on there too. But yeah.
I will strive to emulate your merciful nature, Sean, but it's a difficult pledge to make.
Give yourself over to God, Doctor. Expel your urges and kneel before the Lord in praise.
These urges. You know the hunger will never be satisfied.
I've come to embrace the everlasting craving. I have sworn to feed only upon the flesh of the dead. It is now my sacrament.
He's got a huge debt knot on his head.
Eat. This is my body. So saith the Lord.
Now see, on my other playthrough, my first playthrough, I chose turn, sacrifice 500 XP, and you will heal through my blood, blah blah blah. I chose that. Turn him into a vampire, or I thought I did, but it helped him keep his sanity, I guess. But then, like my last playthrough, or my newest playthrough, I chose this, spare, I envy the piece you found. I thought that would be the best choice. But it turns him into a raving madman Skull that I have to fight later. So I was like, damn. So let's go with this. Turn. I'll sacrifice 500 XP points. In the process, you will heal through my blood. I'll choose that. That seems to be the best choice. Because it's blue. Compared to these other two.
My discoveries. Vampire blood would enhance your metabolism, perhaps even heal you. If what old Bridget says is true, I'll give you some of mine.
I'd rather not. It would be extremely awkward.
You have no choice, Sean. It's the only way to protect your chettle, those still amongst the living.
No, Dr. Reed. God made me this way. Who am I to disobey his will?
You believe that God's plan was for you to be abandoned at birth.
The Lord works in mysterious ways.
I can't imagine God intended for you to be molested by a priest in an orphanage. Drink, friend.
No.
I said kneel and drink. Now.
Kneel before Zod. After 25 years. That's good, dude. My mom can't even quit smoking, and she's been smoking since she was 14. And she's like 65 now, I think. My mom's 65? Yeah. Okay, he won't say anything to me now, but that blood had a crazy effect on him. It's potent and powerful. Woo! Oh, I'm only negative 45 points on XP, so that's good. There's a choice to turn. When later on in the game, I'll have to fight the head guy of the Priwen vampire hunters. And there's a choice to turn him into a vampire, and you like lose like 3,000 points of experience if you choose to turn him into a vampire. And I was like, 3,000 points, good God. They just did like a 5 gigabyte update on this game, and they still have an issue with it freezing from time to time on the PS4. Go figure. I wish my mom...
Another corpse thrown in the streets. Someone's playing a very sick game.
Wish my mom would quit smoking, but she seemed to do so.
I know this brooch. This is my mother's. A birthday gift from father. "29 Pretty Orchard Street. That's near Poplar's district. Why would this man carry off my mother's brooch? I must go there.
There's a mystery afoot. A mystery, I say! A mystery.
Good evening, Mr. Throgmorton.
Dr. Reed, can I be of any assistance? Have you noticed anything suspicious lately?
Did you see what happened to him?
Actually, yes. He was thrown from the roof like a vulgar log.
Why is it gonna be a vulgar log? Why's it gotta be vulgar?
Why is it that you sound so afraid?
You didn't see it. He was dead before he hit the ground.
Are you for
the
real?
strength required to do such a thing, well, it beggars belief.
Who could have done that?
Who? Well, a vampire, of course. Look, bite marks on the neck and lacerations here. There is definitely a vampire close by.
I like how he said lacerations. I can't even do it. He kind of rolls his tongue when he says lacerations. I can't roll my tongue like that. I just ain't got the skill, okay? Just ain't got it.
You've never faced, let alone killed, a vampire, Ichabod. You're a fraud.
No, I'm not. I may embellish the truth concerning my achievements, but I'm totally dedicated to my quest.
Stop fooling yourself. You've never faced a vampire before. You wouldn't stand a chance.
Well, that's not true, sir. I've already faced one of these creatures.
Oh, really? And you're still alive.
Well, we did not actually fight. I let it go.
What do you mean?
I entered the vampire's den. The stench was terrible. I was ready to kill it. But then I saw it. Just a suffering soul like you and me. I spared her.
Tell me about the vampire you spared.
It was... She was a girl. Her body was a mess. I could see pus running from the deep wound. She was crying in pain.
You cared about her. That's what defines us as human, Ichabod.
Yes, but she was a truly evil creature. I'm haunted by the tragedies she caused ever since I spared her.
Goodbye, and good hunting, Mr. Throgmorton.
Mr. Throgmorton. I wonder if there's any people alive today and their last name is Throgmorton.
Glad to see you again, Mr. Reed.
Also, my outcomes from not choosing to turn Sean Hampton in there to a vampire on my other playthrough, his whole place went to shit. She became a skull, a raving lunatic skull, and I still have to kill her. But I wasn't high enough level yet to fight her because she was way higher than me. And then her sister over there, she joined the pre-one and became a vampire hunter. And I had to kill her. I had to, because they were trying to kill me. It was crazy.
Did you see what happened?
No. I was coming back to the shelter from work when I heard an awful scream, and there was this man, dead, just in front of the building.
You saw nothing at all?
No, I told you, just that awful woman's scream.
A woman's scream? Are you sure?
Of course. It was terrifying. I thought it was my sister, so I ran. But it was a man I've never seen round here before.
A woman screaming. Interesting. So it must have been a female vampire that threw this guy off the roof. Interesting.
Goodbye, Miss Paxton.
There's definitely a mystery here, my friend. A mystery.
You again? What do you want?
Your blood! Wahaha!
Did you see what just happened?
No, I didn't. And I don't care.
Really?
And I don't care.
Why is that?
Because this sexist pig is one of the 4 men who blacklisted me. Good riddance, if you ask me.
Getting me some coffee, stand by.
Well, I'll leave you for now. Goodbye, Miss Paxton.
Goodbye, Miss Paxton. Help you find a cheeseburger. What's a cheeseburger? I don't know. Just help you find one. If you find a cheeseburger, let me know. I'd like to find a cheeseburger. I don't know what it is, but it sounds great. I don't know. I'm just being a goober. I say some oddball stuff sometimes. I say some odd stuff sometimes just to be goofy. Just to try to make people laugh. Or smile. Sometimes I get an eye roll from my wife. Oh, man. Alright. Look at them eyes. It's crazy, man. Crazy. Okay. Alright. Oh yeah, I was gonna do an investigation for, who was it? Oh. This lady and the boy that I haven't talked to yet. I found her watch.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed. Do you need any help?
Rest assured, I will help you, sir. Martin Nightingale, at your service. Please, take a look at my wares.
Your merchandise. I don't really see anything worth having. No offense.
None taken, sir. But please, I need to eat. Perhaps if you keep looking, you'd see something that takes your fancy.
Takes your fancy? Oh my goodness.
Let me be frank. You're as much of a businessman as I am a werewolf, right?
Who the hell are you to question me? It's hard enough to stay clean when you don't have a place to sleep. I'm doing my best here.
I meant no offense, Mr. Nightingale. I was merely pointing out the fact that you're unlikely to survive long if you continue wandering this path.
And what should I do then, sir? Should I join the Wet Boot Boys like so many others? No thanks. I'd rather be a bad seller than a dead gang member.
What can you tell me about the neighborhood? Have you got any friends around these parts?
Not really. Miss Gillingham smiles and says kind words, but I know she's lost her marbles, especially since her son died.
She's lost her marbles. Lost her marbles.
Tell me about this crazy woman. Madness is often mistaken for other conditions.
The poor woman's mad, all right. Kind and all, but she has so much trouble remembering things. She's taken me for a son more than once.
How interesting. I don't suppose you know what happened to her son.
Jack. Rumour has it he tried to tackle some gang lads. I didn't know him well, but I heard he was a nice enough chap. His old ma still thinks he's around.
Why not try seeking help instead of peddling your wares? I'm sure there are people around here that would gladly help.
There's always the night asylum. I heard it's run by a very nice man, but I'm no beggar. Not yet, at least.
There is no shame in asking for help, my boy. Sometimes it can even be the best course of action.
I don't feel okay with that. I'm gonna make a name for myself, and I'll do it by myself.
You're gonna make a name? Is your name Martin? Martin Nightingale? Why would you make a name if you already have one? I don't get it.
Goodbye.
I'm gonna try to give the watch to the lady, because I gave it to him last time.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. May I come in?
I already took my medication, Doctor. But thank you.
I'm sorry. Your medication? Have we met before?
Don't tease me like that, Jack. Sorry, what?
I think I should come in, miss. I'd like to check if everything is okay, what with the epidemic spreading across London.
An epidemic, you say? How terrible. I had no idea. But where are my manners? Please do come in, Doctor. You are a doctor, yes? So, Dr. Tippett, what brings you back here? I heard whispers you had a job at that fancy hospital.
I told you my name is Jonathan Reed. Don't you remember?
Of course I do. I remember my name too. Gillingham. But you may call me Enid, Doctor. I'm very happy to see you again.
I found this watch. It was a gift from you to your boy, wasn't it? I think it should return to you now.
Oh, I remember. Yes, I recall the day I offered Jack this watch. Oh, it was such a beautiful day. Thank you, sir.
Trinkets and possessions help us remember our past. Promise me you'll not lose it.
I would never lose anything that belonged to Jack. Why don't you take this? Dr. Tippett's? Please, for your charity.
I was hoping that would help her remember things better.
Is anyone taking care of you, Miss Gillingham?
My son is always here to take care of me. He's a good boy like that, but I do worry that he needs to start living his own life. Why, I would never say that to him, of course.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
Oh, no. I don't gossip. That would be most unbecoming of a lady such as myself.
She said I don't gossip, but in the chat, or not the chat, I wouldn't say the chat, the subtitles. Yes. Subtitle says I do not gossip, but she said I don't.
Who are the more influential figures on the docks?
Well, I heard about some terrible illness going around. I would say in that case that it's you, Dr. Tippett.
I'm guessing the director allowed the actors to do, say, slightly different things compared to what was actually written. It was probably better to say I don't gossip than I do not gossip in that.
Enid, have you really no idea what happened to your son? No idea at all?
I've not seen Jack for so long. I lose track of time. Has something bad happened to him?
Jack is dead, Miss Gillingham.
Of course he's not. I've seen him. Tonight, in fact. Ever the joker, Dr. Tippett.
Goodbye, Miss Gillingham.
She's lost her marbles. In the next episode of Vampyr, we help Jonathan Reed find Mrs. Gillingham's marbles. Where could they be? Under her bed? Under her chair? Find out tonight on NBC News 11. Don't mind me, Miss Gillingham. I'm just going through all your stuff. Just going through all your stuff, taking all your trinkets and money and everything. Yeah. I thought she had an upstairs. I guess not. Rodney, I just heard what happened tonight. I ran into your house, but you were already gone. So now I am writing this note. Is it true you killed him? I can't believe it. Why? What happened? I really need to talk to you now. Please, find a way to contact me when you receive this message. Since I know you can be very cautious, and to prove to you this is not a trap, let's use a code when we meet. I'll whistle my name, Jack, in Morse code, and you'll whistle yours, okay? This way, you'll know it's really me. For now, it's a good thing you are hiding. The Wet Boot Boys are all over the neighborhood, claiming they will punish the man who murdered one of them. I'm sure we would make an arrangement. We can make an arrangement to settle things once the heat dies down. Interesting. put up this guy's posters for him. Vampire hunter. A vampire putting up posters about warnings about vampires. He exploded. Alright. I gotta fight these douchebags.
Turn around, sir. I said go back home.
You said turn around, that's what I did.
This one's mine.
Over there! We cannot be defeated! We have the power of the Lord commands you!
Ah! Don't turn around. Uh-oh. Don't want to waste all my ammo. I'm going to need it later in the game. Definitely going to need it. Don't want to waste my ammo. Danger is closer than you think. They are already here. Do not let them take the kingdom. See a vampire? Seek for help. Ichkabog Dogmoten, expert vampire hunter. You know, if I could get a poster like that, I would actually buy one of those and hang it at my computer room just for fun. Ugh. Don't turn around. I got this song stuck in my head. A wood shop. Can you imagine what it would be like to live your life in 1918? Like if some crazy, mysterious force pulled you back in time and you were now in the year 1918 and you had to figure out how to live your life in that time where technology and medicine was not what it is today. It'd be crazy. I missed a poster.
Informing London's inhabitants of the presence of vampires.
Okay.
What does that make me? A double or a triple agent?
I may have to go AFK here a moment too. I gotta go to the bathroom. It's hitting me like a ton of bricks.
Let's turn around if I were you.
Turn around.
Sir, step away now.
Step away. Turn around.
It's a leech. Kill it.
Oh.
The beast must die.
Oh my god!
I order you to step.
Jesus. Don't turn around.
Done. Mr. Throgmorton should be happy.
Alright, I'm gonna pause the game. Run to the bathroom for about 5 minutes. I should be back in 5 minutes. For anyone watching on YouTube, just skip ahead. I shall return. I am back. I had to take a little break myself. I'll record for an extra 4 or 5 minutes. Since I had to go, it was kind of an emergency. Normally I don't have to go to the bathroom while I'm doing my damn stream, but I guess it's coffee mixed with other things. What are you saying? Yep, coffee going through me. Makes you go poopy. Alright. Alright, let's go to the man's flat in the Oro, search the flat. This is not it, but I wanted to explore it. I think I've already been in here. Phew, man. I gotta report to Ichabod about his posters, I guess. Tell him about his posters, and then the game's gonna freeze on me. After we go to Pet Boys, I want to go by Great Escape and see if they have a copy of The Division on PS4 and see how much they are asking for it. Okay. I think I originally played it on my Xbox One because I was playing with Chris Neely and his friends a while back, but they rarely play it anymore. I'm gonna have to start completely over on the story. Okay, I'm gonna add an extra 2 minutes possibly. So 7 minutes. So it'll be like 2:07 when I stop recording today, depending on how long it takes this to unfreeze. Creators of Vampyr, Focus, and I can't remember who else was creators of this game. This is me playing this on PS4. Oh, finally it unfreezes. Man, it drives me insane. I don't get too upset about it, because I like playing the game. I'm trying to find Ichabod. Where is he? Oh, still staying here.
Good evening, Mr. Throgmorton.
Dr. Reed, can I be of any assistance? Have you noticed anything suspicious lately?
I put up your public service announcement. Consider the common folk warned about the vampiric presence.
Thank you, Dr. Reed. You may not realize it, but you saved a great many lives today.
Do you really think they could be useful?
See the sad saint of the East End? How a single man can help so many people? I consider myself the discreet protector of these men and women.
I hate when you get like I have a sore on my index finger. I got a band-aid around it. And I hate when I get that band-aid wet after washing my hands. Drives me insane.
Tell me, Ichabod, why do you consider yourself the protector of Sean Hampton's shelter?
He is a truly inspiring example. Dedicated, pious. His shelter is open to all, whoever they are. Most admirable.
I think probably think we'll just put on another band-aid. Yeah.
Goodbye.
I can.
And good hunting, Mr. Throgmorton.
I can. It just, I would like this one band-aid to last all day and not have to put a fresh one on because I got it wet. But oh well. Oh well. What can you do? Welcome back. You haven't missed much. I took about a 5-minute break myself. I had to go to the men's room myself. and take care of some business. I put some posters around town for Throckmorton, and then took a 3 to 4 minute break. I guess I'm gonna have to cut through this. I'm gonna have to cut through here and go up.
Sorry, sir, no admittance. Step away!
Wow, level 20.
I'll take it.
Oh, did you fall down from a
All of you bloody leeches need killing. I hear leeches. I'll put it. Killing's all you deserve. This one's mine! Find this boy! Eat this! Get him with the filthy piece of shit! Get a taste of this!
This is where I fought that first guy, William something. And then the doctor Swansea rescued me, or helped me out on the boat, and what's her name also helped me. I can't remember her name. Who's gonna win, the werewolf or the priest-looking guy? Oh. Not looking good for the werewolf. Oh. Well, the priest got one.
I order.
I was gonna bite him, but he started to walk away. get that song stuck in my head. Don't turn around. Uh-oh. Stuck in my head, dude. Stuck in my head.
Best turn around if I were you. Leech spike! Watch out!
It's gonna be a very bad way to die. Someone hacking away at you with a very sharp blade, large blade, like a machete or something. Very painful way to die. Drowning is probably quick. I mean, it probably just takes a moment for the water to fill up in your lungs, and then you lose consciousness because you can't get no air. And then you lose consciousness. You fall asleep. But there's probably that brief moment of panic when you can't breathe. And lung is like filling in your lungs. You're freaking out, panicking, can't breathe. And then blackout. If you had a choice of way to die, drowning, burning alive, or being hacked away by a very large machete by some crazy maniac, I would probably choose drowning out of the three. If you had any choice of way of passing away, I'd probably choose dying in my sleep. How much do I have in the bank? Okay. Well, I guess we'll have to wait on putting $100 in the bank. Yeah? Spent a little too much. Probably shouldn't have bought the 2 movies. 30. Ooh, that's an extra 50 bucks. I've been... Oh well. I'm going to stop recording at about 2:07 since I was away from the controller for about 3 to 5 minutes. I thought I was going to be in there longer, but I was not. I was not gone that long. I asked a friend of mine.
29 Pretty Orchard Street. This is it. What's in there for me?
I asked a friend of mine who's been playing this game.
There's been a fight here.
If he's finished the story, and he said no, he's been busy playing other games. He wanted to take his time with this because it's got a good. It was written so well. I said, yeah, I finished it. It's good. He asked if I finished it, and I said, yeah, it's got a good story. This is actually... Talk to Mama Jack if you want to go outside.
This window was shattered with violent force. Someone's been pulled through it and dragged through the street. Who could have done that?
I still gotta get gas.
Blood trail lead.
I still have to get gas for next week.
Did you hear me?
Nope.
Easy, boys.
He exploded! Alright. This kind of makes me want to watch the TV show with man, what's his name? The guy who played Doctor Strange in the Marvel movies. I can't think of his can't think of his name.
Stay back! Fear no evil! The Lord's
I'm not doing too good right now.
filthy murdering stop! Vampire! Away with you!
Damn.
God walks with me.
Oh my god. Fuck. 7. Finish this here.
Only a golden watch in her pockets. Her shoes and clothes are quite worn out. The marks on this woman's neck were made by the fangs of a vampire. This is the very flower my mother tossed on Mary's coffin.
How can you tell?
Someone is targeting my family.
How can you tell it's the very flower that was put on your mom's grave? Roses all look alike. There's not much distinction between them.
I see you.
Right then. It's a sick game. But given no choice in the matter, I might as well win it.
Oh. Someone's doing this. Playing some kind of sick game. Who could it be? Who could it be, Majati? It's a mystery. Who could be behind these sick games that have been on Jonathan Reed? It sounds like a woman who's toying with him for some reason. Who could it be? I know the answer, but do you know the answer? What could it be? What's going on? Who could be playing these sick games on Jonathan? What is going on here? What is going on? Nose itching.
Jonathan.
What was that? I won't let you escape. You're very fast, but I'll catch you. They've all been butchered.
Who could it be? Who's playing these sick games? Who could it be? I wonder. Why am I whispering? I don't know.
I can still sense a presence.
Holy symbols of Orichalcum. If you ever face a vampire, never forget that they fear holy symbols. As long as you have the faith, a cross, a Star of David, or an olive branch even can prove useful to repel these creatures from the pit. But you will not harm them for good. If you really want to hurt them, only one solution exists. Forget about wooden stakes or silver bullets, and find yourself the strongest weapon against vampires. Orichalcum. Do you think it's a coincidence that Orichalcum was common in Atlantis? According to the legend of ancient writings, Atlantis was infested with vampires, and the place is now known as Santorini Island. I'll personally pay £10,000 to the man who can provide me some real Orichalcum. Clarence Crossley. For your information, please contact me directly. Orichalcum. I'll have to look that word up. I don't think I've ever really heard that word before until I played this game. Let's see. going to end the game here in a cliffhanger. As soon as we cross the threshold in here, I'm going to stop it. So, I'm going to go ahead and say thanks for watching. See you next week. Have a great week. Thank you for tuning in. So when we get across this threshold and we see who's been behind these deaths, I'm going to stop it right there. So, let's see what happens, and then I'll stop it, okay? So here we go.
Help me, please! You! What have you done?
Vicar Larrabee, what happened?
Demon! Hell Scourge! Son of perdition!
Vicar! Jonathan's no demon. He's just a soul. Returned from the dead. Like your Christ, Vicar.
Mary.
Mary?
Is it really you?
Oh my goodness.
Oh, it's me, all right. Precious brother.
What is Mother doing here?
I'm gathering the family for a final reunion. All smiling, all dead. Thanks to the good Dr. Reed.
Mary.
Mother, say hello to your son.
Hello, Jonathan.
Mother,
What do we have here, Mother? The prodigal son has lost his tongue. Our Jonathan always had the first and last word at dinner. The entertainer, the star of our show.
I'm sorry. Let me explain.
Shut up. It's my turn to do the talking. I have this nasty hole in my chest, Johnny. It needs to breathe.
Of course. You can speak.
My prayers went so long without an answer. My husband, killed in France. My child, carried away by the flu. My brother promising to return in his letters, then disappearing in thin air. I went from hospital to hospital. Cemetery to cemetery. Grave to grave. I've lifted every stone in London, searching for an end to the nightmare. And there you were. In front of me. On a dark pier.
The hunger had taken me.
The joy to have finally found you. I longed for your arms, a final happy ending to so much tragedy, to tell me all would be well again, as you did when we were children. It was this filthy dock where you greeted your sister. I dug a tunnel from my grave with my fingers and teeth.
Mary. I thought I had murdered you. I tried to end myself. We've been through the same horror.
We are a disease, Jonathan. A sickness that corrupts all it touches. All we kiss, and all we kill. Look at me. Admire your ilk.
I'm so sorry.
Apologies will not suffice. I demand reparation. I want a miracle. Are you a miracle worker, Dr. Reed? No? I'll show you mine then. The family Reed, reunited and complete, living forever in a red sea of eternal love. Time to go, Mother. Say hello to my son for me.
Mary, wait. I have made friends with vital knowledge. Vampires. We are not alone, Mary. With time, we can learn to live almost as we lived before.
How long?
What?
How long will this masquerade continue? I've been watching you. All these nights in Whitechapel, pretending you're still a doctor. You believe you're just fighting a disease. But it's you, the disease. Jonathan, you!
I'm a scientist. I'll find a solution. Let our mother go, please.
You're always the one to sway me to reason, Jonathan. But before, your motivations were always pure. Now you're tainted.
Let her go! She has no part to play in this.
Very well. Have you heard our good doctor? You can go home, Mother. Go home and rest in peace.
Yes, I'll go home and rest.
That's new. I haven't seen that before.
It's so easy to make them obey or forget. Puppets for our pleasure. I've seen you have your fun.
You are mad.
So that's what I am, Doctor. Mad. I was beginning to wonder. I've been hearing these voices in my head. One in particular. That of my dead brother. This is the reason I must kill you. Not for your betrayal. Not for our poisonous kiss. Not even for the lies you tell yourself. No. It's so that smooth and wicked voice will stop ringing in my ear.
Mary. No, don't!
Time to die, brother. And this time for good.
Bum, bum, bum. Well, I guess I can probably, go ahead and fight her since we're here. Man, that's the first. My first playthrough, I don't know what my choices were or what I did, but Mary killed her mother. Jonathan's mother and her mother. She killed her. She bit her neck and killed her. I don't know what I did differently that led to that for her, or to convince her not to kill. I don't know. Maybe it was the choices I've made, my moral choices that I've made leading to this point. Just, she said she's been watching me since she woke up. She's been watching my actions and what I'm doing and stuff. So I guess that led to that point. This is a really hard boss fight. I think this is the hardest boss fight in this game right here. And since I've only killed one person, I think, in this playthrough. I don't have that much experience. My abilities are not that strong, so we'll see. If I die, we'll just continue. We'll try again next week, so let's see what happens.
Left me to rot in this grave. What have you done, Kinslayer?
She does a lot of that, and it gets really hard as she gets closer to being dead. These things explode and they hurt.
You killed me, brother. Come to me, Jonathan. Abomination. Kiss me again, sweet brother. Assassin!
Gotta stay away from them pods. She got a deadly swing too.
Rest in peace, monster. You've burned away Nurse Kate's mind. You're a monster! Kiss me again, sweet brother. Give me your blood, priest. Assassin! Final thoughts are just to die for. Rest in peace, monster. What have you done?
That's where it gets hard. She's starting to do it more. She refilled her health a while ago by killing the priest.
Come to me, Jonathan.
Oh, she killed me. She's tough. Alright, we'll go ahead and end the stream here. Try it again next week. Wife and I are gonna go run, get a light bulb for her tail light. Pop that sucker in. Contemplate on what we're gonna have for dinner tonight. Huh? I know. Yeah, I've been recording for almost 2.5 hours. Silly. Thanks for watching, Lan, and all the other YouTubers out there. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed my video, please give me a like on my video and subscribe if you want to see more videos from me. I don't get on here much. I don't upload much, but I just do it as a hobby. Something fun to do. Don't get paid for it. I'd have to do hours and hours of uploads in order to get paid to do this. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.